Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Jacob, Second Flight Golf, and today we are bringing you a little different content. So today we're going to show you how to set up OBS, webcam, and wireless mic to do your recordings, streaming, or just look back and watch your swing as you're playing in your golf simulator. And I'm making this because I did not have, in my research, I could not find a video that just for what I wanted. I knew that I wanted to set up a webcam, a wireless mic to be able to record, rewatch, my round or swing, maybe post it on YouTube. Did not know exactly where I wanted to go with it, but I did know that I wanted that. And there's numerous OBS how-to videos out there that are very much set up for this, me in front of a camera and talking and explaining, but not necessarily set up to do golf simulation. And there's really no big difference, but I think it's nice to be able to see, how to set it up and that it's coming from a golfer, for instance. So hopefully you stick around and you watch the video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. So with OBS, you can only do that on a computer. So obviously the first move is going to be to download OBS on your desktop. Once you get that open, you are going to have a blank canvas. So obviously you are seeing my screen, my webcam, and you're hearing audio. You will not have any of that, of course. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to add those things. And currently, as soon as you open it up, you're going to have a blank canvas. And the way it works is you create scenes, you add sources, and then from there, you can get very in-depth with it, or you can get very elementary. And then you just hit start recording and then stop recording. And from there, you don't have to edit anything if you would not like to. You can rewatch, post, things of that nature. All right, so let's dive in. So a scene is whatever you would want it to be. As you can see, I have multiple of them. I have highlighted this seam in OBS. That's what our sim in OBS. That's what I am currently on right now. I created that for this video. As we work down the list, I have a dual cam, so I have multiple cameras. I will launch this scene if it's just me playing and I want to rewatch or I'm posting it. I have floor projection. That'll be a separate video that you could watch, but I cast floor projection to a second projector that's being casted onto the sim floor. And I do that to get all the data from GS Pro. I do most people would do a pin light. I have a white box in which the ball is placed in. And then I have a putting line. I have some graphics and stuff on the floor. That's kind of next level. And then as you go down, I have video set up for Discord. That is being able to get video and audio as I am calling someone on Discord, and I can funnel that in through OBS and get their audio, their video, along with mine. That way it's all on one recording, and when we post that, everyone can see and hear them as well. All right, so once you have your screen or your scene created, you're gonna name it whatever you would like. In this case, I have sim in OBS. You're going to move to the right here. You're going to add your sources. So this will be blank. And so what you're going to do here first is you're going to add your display. So currently right now you are seeing me and you're seeing my display, which is being mirrored onto OBS. And that's why you see some multiple boxes there. So what we're going to do is I use GS Pro. We're going to add GS Pro as our screen, and I will do that in a minimized window. That way you can still see what's going on down here. So GS Pro will just be in this top half. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the add sign. We're going to do display capture. So display capture is going to be your desktop or your projector, whatever display that you want to put in OBS. We would name this whatever we'd want. In this case, rename this GS Pro and hit OK. I already have it added, so I'm going to hit cancel. and you will see that GS Pro is right here. So once you hit OK, this would pop up. It won't be this size. It may be bigger, smaller. You can resize it by just using the corners here. So I've resized it so you can still see the canvas, obviously, that we're working on below. So once you have your display up, you are going to then add your webcam. So you're going to do the same thing. It'll be a plus sign. You are going to, this time, add a video capture device. This will be a webcam, or if you're trying to do some type of wireless mirroring from your cell phone or things of that nature, there's apps out there to do that as well. It's easy and it's cheap. Just buy a webcam. USB plug in. Once it's powered on in about 30 seconds, you're up and running. So you're going to hit the video capture device. You're going to rename this whatever you would want. It can be single cam, it can be Jacob cam, or whatever you would like. And then you're going to hit OK. Once you hit OK, it is going to pop up as you see my camera right here. And from there, we can drag and drop it. One thing to note, as you see, as I move it across, it disappears. So you want to make sure, and because I have two displays running right now, I have OBS in the background, and then I have a GS Pro to show you guys. When I added GS Pro, it is above the camera, okay? So what you do is, if that is the case, if you add your display capture first, you will not run into this problem. If for whatever reason something happens, it gets moved around, all you do is you just drag and drop it below your camera, and then now my camera will run over top the GS Pro display. So you could put this on here and you can minimize that, however whatever size you would like. I'm going to move it back on this side for now. Okay, so now we are going to add our audio. Again, to the plus sign, you're going to hit add, and you're going to then select audio input capture. This will be a wireless mic. It could be the mic off the webcam. I don't necessarily suggest doing that. As you walk away from the computer, if you're playing or you have multiple people here, you can't hear the conversations as good. Again, price points today for wireless microphones are not expensive. My suggestion is go ahead and purchase a webcam. Go ahead and purchase wireless mics if this is something that you're interested in. That is going to be the better solution and better quality. So once you have this, you will name it wireless mic. You can name it Jacob mic, whatever you would want to name it. Then you're going to hit OK. Obviously, I already have it added, which is the audio input capture right there. Again, you can name these whatever you would like to. It doesn't necessarily matter. Once that's added, you're going to start seeing some audio, as long as it's powered on, starting to move, right? My suggestion is your desktop audio. You're going to want to go ahead and just turn that all the way down. You want all of your sound coming through your microphone. So now we're going to dial in, and this is where the sim golf of this kind of comes into play. I was getting a lot of feedback and loud noises, obviously from hitting golf balls. So we're going to dive into how to set up your microphone specifically for playing. As you have the source here, you're going to right-click on your audio input device. You may have that renamed as wireless mic, and you're going to go to filters. Now, you may not be seeing, let's see if we can close this. Let's go ahead and close the GS Pro, and let's see if we can get the ability to see the filters. So you'll go to filters. All right, so you should be seeing that. You're going to go to, this will be blank on the left-hand side. You will have nothing in the audio filters. You're going to hit the plus sign on the bottom left-hand corner, and you're going to hit expander. That's what you're going to click. once it's clicked, it's going to be moved to the top section here, and you're going to click on expander. The main focal point here is threshold. So threshold, for simple terms, basically is what audio you're allowing through your microphone, essentially. And so you can turn this up and allow as little as possible, or you can turn it down and allow everything. I have found for sim golf and for videos, for mainly the sound of driver impact, club impact, the -56 range is going to be just fine. You're going to hear a really small thud. Your listeners are not going to hear the loud smack of the driver, things of that nature. And it's still going to allow good, crisp audio coming through your microphone. So you can play around with it. As you increase to the right, it's going to let less sound and noise in. As you go left, you're going to allow more things in. So play around with it. Again, the -56.80 decibels for me seems to work really well. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the add sign, and we're going to go with gain. Once you have gain, you're going to want to put this around the 12 to 14. This is just the loudness of the mic. Most mics come to where they're not as loud. Obviously, you want your voice to carry through the video. So you're just going to automatically want to set this to kind of around anywhere from 11 to 14. Then you're going to want to hit the plus sign and add the compressor. So what this is going to do is allow just different gains and ratios. For me, I have this set to defaults. I did mess around with this. I didn't get a whole lot of different clarity or quality and things of there. So this may be one that you can just skip all together if you would like. The next thing you're going to add is noise suppression. So it's really two options. If you have a computer that is capable, go ahead and hit good quality and use more CPU usage. It's just going to have an overall better sound. If you don't, if you're running on a laptop, you may just want to not add this or keep it to low CPU usage. So once you have all those added, again, the main one being that threshold, because you don't want the loud sound of the impact of ball to club, mainly driver. So now we have our OBS setup for GS Pro. We have our camera and we have our mic. From here, we are basically set up and ready to start recording. On the right-hand side here, you will see that I have stop recording. Obviously, I'm not going to select that, but you would have start recording. You're going to hit start recording, and then obviously it's going to switch to stop. And it's going to record whatever is on your OBS screen. And for this circumstance is going to be GS Pro, your video, and your microphone. Again, there's different scenes you can do with that as well, but essentially that is how you set up your webcam, your microphone, and run any golf software that you would want kind of in the background. And go ahead and watch a couple videos. You can kind of see how it looks. I have multiple where we're bringing in audio and video from online, or there's people inside the sim room as well. So I hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys gained some knowledge on kind of setting up your OBS. And I appreciate you watching. Again, if you like this video, please just go ahead and give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.